Hi, I'm Ruby Wallis and I'm here to talk about my master's degree at Newport, which I finished in 2007. I was recommended to apply to Newport by my lecturer, Jim Vaughan, who taught me photography in Galway while I was studying for my BA in fine art painting. I discovered photography while I was on the fine art course, and by the time I graduated I was exhibiting completely in photography and some film. So I'd really moved towards lens-based media and was passionate about it. So Jim recommended me to apply to the Royal College of Art in London and the University of Wales, Newport. He said these were the real strong colleges to apply to for photography. So I applied to both and I got an interview for Newport. So I packed up my bag with my prints and I went over from Ireland to Wales and went to the interview, and there I met Ian Walker and Ken Grant, who were very encouraging, and we discussed the work, and I got a good sense that I may have a place on the course, because we soon moved on to discuss practicalities of how I would manage the course and whether I would commute back and forth from Ireland or whether I'd move to Wales. I decided to commute as the course was 1 day every 2 weeks, and soon I found myself becoming part of a really great cohesive group of mature students who were all very passionate and engaged about photography and photography theory, and discussing the deeper meaning and political emphasis on images. So to find yourself amongst people who were really enthusiastic about the same genre as yourself was really stimulating. And we also used to meet outside of class times and have discussions on photography and talk about our work informally. So this support network became kind of an intrinsic part of the time. It was a very exciting time to be amongst such highbrow theorists and photographers as Martin Parr, Paul C. Wright, David Leventhal, Donovan Wiley, and to actually be able to show them work and discuss work and listen to how they'd evolved their practice at the time. We had to really gather our skills together, both practically and academically, and it was very stimulating. Some of the high points of the course were the conferences and symposiums that went on. One that really springs to mind is Fictions Abound, which took place in Chapter Art Centre in Cardiff. And the theme was around really how documentary had moved so much towards fiction. And David Campany was headlining that, and he was talking about how documentary practice was moving more towards mockumentary because of the digital world, and how digitization had moved photography on so much from the early documentary practices. So it was really great to hear people like Cornelia Parker speaking at that, David Campany himself, and Donovan Wiley, and then at another time, at another conference, we heard Renique Dextra speaking. I was a huge fan of hers at the time, because I've worked a lot with portraiture myself. So, you know, this was just, we were buzzing with ideas and really engaging with each other on that level as well. So for my thesis I worked very closely with Ian Walker, and he really taught me the rigour of academic writing, and which really stood to me later when I applied for my PhD. He really, you know, I redrafted and redrafted my thesis until I got it to a point where it was, you know, legible and well written. So thanks to Ian for that, and also to Ken Grant, who discussed the images and how they both taught me how editing is so important to the work, and really how less is more, and to have less images and stronger images was a huge lesson. So it was a very rich, fulfilling experience, and I came out with a strong body of theoretical work and a strong body of practical work, which really stood to me, and I've been able to build my career on it. When now I'm teaching photography theory in Griffiths College in Dublin, and I'm studying for a PhD in practice in the National College of Art and Design, and the whole MA experience was an absolutely intrinsic building block to all those things, and has carried me to where I am now. So I really appreciate it.